a tournament, but it's all good. We should be live now. Yep, there we are. We are live again. Ladies and gentlemen, I am terribly sorry. I was dropped, and for some reason I cannot edit the brackets.
Are you logged in?
Thank yeah, thanks. That was good.
I had to ask.
Yeah, I know. So yeah,
Okay, so our first game of the first best of three series has ended. Dark Illusion was able to defeat Salmon, and looks like the second map will be Taldrum.
is
All right.
Taldrum in the map pool?
Yes, it is.
Yep, it is.
Are we playing the Blizzard version or the ESL version?
Blizzard. Oh dear. So yeah, I am not able to edit the brackets either.
Alright, I'll be creating the Taldrum Elder map. I'll just invite you and the other players.
Thank you very much. The Taldrum Altar. Never really liked the map for some odd reason. I know people have loved this map to bits, but I was never one of them.
Oh, I like it. It's a nice wide open map. Spacious, and we've seen great games on it, so that's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm. So,
just waiting on both players to ready up before we start.
Yep, that is absolutely right. So, if I hope none of you guys are playing and watching the stream at the same time. That is unfair. You're not only cheating your opponent, but most of all, you're cheating yourself. You will never be a better player because that is just not the way it works. It won't get you anywhere. But enough about my parenting skills. Twidnu is the one who should be doing that.
I do enough of it, man. The last thing I need to do is more of it. To all these gamers. So here we are back on the second game of this best of three. I am Twidnu, and joining me as always is winners, and this is the StarCraft 2 Weekly MENA Cup number 16. On the bottom right corner of Taldrum, we do have our winner from the first game, the purple Protoss Dark Illusion. And over on the bottom left side of the map, we have our yellow Protoss Salmon. And winners, we already have a very, very early scout from Salmon. So it looks like he's definitely planning something.
Yeah, absolutely right. There is the early scout, just like in the last game, though there was no pylon first there. And yes, Dark Illusion is letting us know. And well, there is the money scout from from Salmon here.
I forgot to ask both these players where they're from. And yes, Salmon will be the first to scout. He does see that. Looks like he was trying to, judging from that probe's movement pattern, he was looking to maybe sneak in that probe somewhere and maybe proxy a couple of gates. But unfortunately for him, that forward pylon did spot him, and he's forced to go back.
Well, both players not choosing to fast expand, especially on this map here.
Not on this matchup, winner. It's way too risky.
Yeah, but he did see the yeah. Okay, I take your point. I take your point there.
I mean, in any other matchup, I would have been fine, but in PvP, it's already dangerous as it is trying to expand within the first 10 minutes. So, let alone trying to expand this early. I'm still very surprised that Dark Illusion is deciding to place his structures there. I mean, ideally in a PvP, you wouldn't try to wall in the front. It's too risky because stalkers have good range, and if Salmon positions his stalkers just outside that base, they will be in range of both structures, and we're able to take them out. And once again, he is insisting, dropping his second pylon right next to the gateway. In the meantime, Salmon is, I think, you know, placing his structures a little bit better. They're not too vulnerable. A little bit, you know, further down than I would like, but not nothing too crazy.
Yeah, this is something what Naniwa did for some time, but that went out of fashion pretty quickly. Naniwa at one point he decided to use the best way to protect himself was to wall in with buildings, even in PvP. But like you said, if you do lose one of the pylons or one of the structures, um, you are pretty much doomed. And now we see Salmon with a forge. Was that a
Forge.
misclick?
I really don't know. It's a very odd choice. I even saw him building it, and I assumed it was a gateway without clicking on it. But no, it looks like he is planning something. I just can't put my finger on it. And it looks like that probe is planning for something as well. But just now, Dark Illusion Scout is finally here. The probe finally goes in, sees the forge, sees the other structures, sees both gas geysers, and knows exactly what is happening. And in the meantime, back in his base, he is building 2 more gateways. So it's either going to be a 3 gateway push, or maybe he's just trying to expand safely behind it.
Well, can I tell you a secret?
Tell me, winners.
Dark Illusion did not see the second gas. This is an example of poor scouting. I mean, there was no reason for him not to scout the entire base. There was no unit in there. There was no zealot or stalker chasing him around. There was one little probe harassing him. And as we all know, StarCraft 2 is a game based on information. Okay, he might make the assumption that the second gas is there, but it's always better just to make sure, as we see. Wow, forge into Stargate. So this is obviously something very unique here, and
Forge into double Stargate.
excuse me, forge into double Stargate. Well, I would believe Salmon is in one of the lower leagues, as this is something I have not seen, and the two of us, we do watch. We do watch a lot of matches, and this is. I mean, have you ever seen this forge into double Stargate?
It's definitely something very new to me, and looks like it is going to be void raised. So I'm guessing Salmon is planning some kind of two Stargate into and maybe a couple of gateway units, push in and try to win the game from there. But Dark Illusion is now with 4 gates, and he does have a forward pylon, and I think he can simply walk in there and finish the game. I mean, okay, there are
3 cannons.
3 cannons, so he, Salmon can be safe for a while. But I'm not really sure of this target play. I do not. I don't know. It's very hard to tell at this point, as it's still early. And the Dark Illusion, I mean, to Salmon's advantage, Dark Illusion has no idea this is happening. So he might be caught off guard with quite a few Void Rays. So we'll probably find out very soon here.
Yeah. So, but now here's the warp and more. 4 zealots, 5 stalkers, and 2 sentries. But there is now a 4th cannon going up, and are the void rays going to be revealed? And I think he might even spot the first gateway here. And well,
oh no, I don't think Dark Illusion should be going after this. He's gonna lose all his zealots fairly soon here, and 3 void rays can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, zealots engaging here as well now. The sentry going down, and well, Salmon, he revealed his tech. He needs to go now. He needs to go over into his opponent's base and make something happen, but he should not do what is happening right now. He should not try to lose his void rays.
No, I think Dark Illusion now knows exactly what's happening. He is warping in nothing but stalkers, and this number of stalkers is way more than enough. Is definitely more than enough to take out all these void rays. But Salmon is definitely doing the best possible thing in this scenario. He is heading straight toward Dark Illusion's base. He's going to do as much damage as possible. We might be getting into a base race kind of situation, winners. Dark Illusion is now going in with the stalkers, taking out the structures.
And he's retreating. Salmon is retreating, and this will be the
this
GG.
is definitely not the right choice here. That's a
Supply
lot
block.
of stalkers, and this game is definitely over, winner.
Yeah, there should be the GG any second now. I mean, like you said, there are enough stalkers here for to handle them. Salmon is supply blocked. There is the smiley face with the P, my personal favorite, and well, that's the new GG, I guess, as he leaves the game. And he, Dark Illusion moves into the second round here of the SC2 Mina Cup number 16 here. And let's see what our next match is going to be. Okay, never mind. We already have the invites here.
Okay, so just to give you a heads up on the level of the both players, we do have Dark Illusion on gold. In the meantime, just a quick look at what Salmon's level is. He is on bronze actually.
Okay, so even I could take him. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not trying to imply anything, winners, but yeah, looks like we're gonna get right into the second game of the evening. It's going to be a PVT.
Yeah.
A very popular matchup in the recent events going on all over the world. It will be Seraphim versus Breach, and is this game 2? As I do not see. I'm assuming it's game 2 because the map is Chekros.
Yes, I believe so as well. And those guys, who, if you do not know who Breach is, his name is Overstrike.
Okay.
And he just used the, you know, Blizzard gave everyone the opportunity to change their name.
Okay.
And that's what he did.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going straight into game number. Well,
the second match of the evening. It is game 3 of this best of 3 between Seraphim and Breach, a PVT. Judging from the score, so it is going to be both players aren't even about the same kind of level. So we should be having a very interesting game here. On the top right corner, spawning as the pink Terran, it is Breach, and on the top left corner we have the red Protoss Seraphim.
That's right. So we have pink versus red. We have Protoss versus Terran. Personally, this is my favorite matchup to play. To be totally frank, I love the early concussive push with the Marauder and the, you know, a couple of Marauders and the Marine. It really ticks off some of them, or even some drop play as well. You can do some great harassment, especially in these positions here. They're close by air positions, and well, that's always great when we see one drop taking out an entire base. And let's see what these two guys have to offer. Seraphim, he's not a new phase. He's played a few Mina Cups, and well, I think he's been improving quite steadily. But Breach tells us now that he hates Protoss with a passion.
And yeah, so like you were saying, these positions definitely great for the Terran, as drop play will definitely be a factor. Protoss will almost certainly have to leave some of his units behind whenever he tries to push out, just to protect himself from any kind of drop. Both players we have seen play before. We know, we do have a good understanding of what their levels are, what their capabilities are, and I do believe they are fairly close. So we should be having a very interesting game here. Breach already deciding to build his racks at the ramp, so he will be walling in. The probe now makes his way to the Terran base, and is the first to scout.
And will he get the kill here? Oof, no.
That's infinitely annoying for the Terran to deal with. This annoying first scouting probe can be a nuisance, and we have seen a lot of Protoss players abuse that. Always a good choice, as you are scouting, and at the same time preventing one of your opponent's workers from mining, which is always a good thing, especially this early into the game. Yeah. First SCV now going to scout, and I do not like this. He did send the injured SCV. Ideally, you know, that SCV will almost certainly be taken out, or you know what I mean. I should have sent one of the others. In any case, the racks in the front is complete. We have our first Marine going up, and looks like it's going to be a one rack expand for our Terran player.
Yeah, so something quite common, quite safe. And now, I don't know if you guys...
I don't know about safe winners. Against the Protoss, I think it's extremely risky to go for an expand before at least 2 racks. And I'm talking